can't remember, knock on wood, a ball being on the ground on a game day, and that is huge. You watch any game on Saturday or Sunday, and those things happen. So just being consistent and just making sure that thing gets there every time.
Is there a scenario where you see rotating centers, something you did not do last year?
I don't know right now. We're figuring that out right now. I mean, the biggest thing, the rotation, that kind of came about last year because we started creating a little bit of depth, and it was the best thing for our squad last year. We'll see what we evolve into this year. And could it happen? Yeah, you never rule anything out. But I do like having a steady guy there that is handling that ball and has a good familiarity with that quarterback and the exchanges and all that type of stuff, especially when you go underneath and have to take it underneath. So.
He said Mason Wolf's a guy ever since spring that's kind of been coming into his own
Yep.
and getting better and better.
Yep.
What have you seen from him?
I've seen more consistent play. That's the biggest thing. He can have those plays that you go, wow, that's a great play. Now, what he's gotten better at is he's eliminated those plays that you go, man, that's going to get us beat. You know what I mean? He's eliminated more and more of those plays where if he has a bad one, we can still function as an offense and overcome it, and it won't be a sack or it won't be a big negative in the run game. And I think that's the biggest thing I see his game evolving. And he's really worked on his flexibility with Coach Edmond in the weight room. They've done a great job with his flexibility so he can play at a lower pad level. That was something that was coming up over, on him a little bit in recent years, and he's done a really good job improving that as well.
Is he working more inside now, or is he getting a little bit?
He's working a little bit of everywhere. Right now when you're that guy that you're the eighth or ninth guy, on the offensive line, and that's kind of where he's at right now. We had the 7 guys that played a lot last year, and he's right in that eighth, ninth spot. He's got to be able to play multiple spots to get into the game, because we've got some guys ahead of him, and when a guy goes down, he's got to be able to fill that next spot. And so he's working a little bit of everywhere, and we'll settle him in at a certain spot here as we get a little bit closer to the game week. But he's doing a good job handling and managing that.
During the open practice, you and the offensive line and defensive line kind of got into it a little bit over there. What's those daily battles like between those two position groups?
Well, I mean, it's a battle every day. You named it. I mean, you said it. It is a battle every day. And, you get out here in the heat and dog days of summer where, things get a little chippy. You're running into that guy 30 times a day, and so you're not always going to like it. And so sometimes it gets a little chippy, and we just got to do a good job of managing that, getting refocused and playing ball and just getting better, both sides, And Coach said it today. It's not always about who wins the drill. It's about all of us getting better as a team. And so you want that competitiveness, but you also got to understand that you're out here to improve your overall level of play, first and foremost, as an individual and as a team.
Anyone over there giving you a consistent headache from the defense?
Well, those guys are getting better. I'll tell you that. I mean, I noticed those guys. We noticed those guys getting better. I mean, cutting off, on the backside on the run game, and some of the pass rushes that we're getting out. A lot of those guys are really good pass rushes. I think they're working really hard and getting better, and therefore that's going to make us better too on our side.